Brand is another word for reputation. What your customers think about you, what they remember, and what motivates them. Reputation is created less by marketing and more by the people you hire and what they do. That's why care in hiring is so important to your brand. The American Marketing Association New York caught up with Jim Mintz, the CEO of the Mintz Group, a company that specializes in finding and analyzing hidden business information anywhere in the world. Jim gave us his take on background checking the people you're thinking of hiring.
The people who work for your company represent your brand, represent your company. People come to the job with a sort of a shining shield of how perfect and seamless their past has been. And that shield is their resume, their CV. What we begin with is trying to understand who this person really is and see whether the resume fairly represents where they've been and what they've done in the past. It's really looking for trouble in a person's background. And that trouble can be issues with their resume, but also issues independent of what you see on a resume. Lawsuits and tax liens and drunk driving charges. And that kind of paper that one can leave behind that would indicate patterns in a person's life. Employers increasingly are concerned, partially driven by the MeToo movement, concerned about a person's style, management style. And so increasingly we are looking at whether a person is a sort of bully in the workplace, or whether a workplace that they bossed was a so-called frat boy atmosphere. Those kinds of cultural issues are increasingly important to your next employer. We recommend to our clients different levels of background checking for different levels of employees. We compiled the 26 things that one can do to check someone's background. And we gave them each a letter from A to Z. And then we apply those checks to particular levels of prospective employees, depending on what the risk is in hiring them. If you're going to hire an entry-level person, you may or may not care about something you'd find on their social media feed. But if you're going to hire somebody for a CEO spot, and that person is going to represent your company out in the world as your sort of ambassador, you might care deeply about some racist or off-color thing on their social media. We live today in a transparent world where after you hire someone, their background and reputation will be for all to see. And news or bad news travels far and fast on the internet. So it's more important today than ever to, in effect, look before you leap into a new relationship with someone who, after all, their reputation is about to become your reputation.
Making sure the people you hire are good for your company, culture, and brand, that's brilliance in marketing.